So I mentioned in an earlier video that buying CDs is kind of like a hobby for me. Really just physical media in general. Comic books, regular books, CDs. And I'd almost say I'm addicted, to be totally honest. It doesn't matter where it is. If it's a garage sale, flea market, thrift store, CD shop. If there's a stack of CDs, you can bet your fucking life I will take all the time I need to sift through each and every one of them. I swear to God, anytime my wife sees a pile of CDs at like the flea market, she just sighs. Because she knows, that's it, I'm done. I don't give a shit what you're gonna do. I'm gonna spend my time and look through every fucking CD there. Now I'm just gonna look. I mean, I'm really gonna pull them out. I'm gonna look at the font in the album title and the band name. Take a look at the band itself. Look at the song titles, the album cover. I'm not gonna look it up. No. That's cheating. I want to take the risk. I want to take the chance. And sometimes that chance does not pay off. I hate to say, more often than not, it really sucks. Sometimes you'll find a good song or two, but most of the time you can kind of see why you've never heard of this band, or why the CD is on sale for $2 somewhere. But the rest of the time is why I call it a treasure hunt. Because every now and then you pull a CD out and you put it in and it makes you wonder why. Why isn't this band bigger? Why aren't they around anymore? This is fucking great. Sacred Mother Tongue's Out of the Darkness. That's one of those albums. So, Sacred Mother Tongue, they're a band from Northampton. I saw them labeled as prog metal. I would not call them prog metal. Not in the slightest. I think if I was looking for a prog metal band and I pulled this out, I would be pissed. But for just a straight up metal or even just heavy rock album, this is great. Now, when first looking at it, I gotta say my only huge complaint, it looks boring. Maybe not boring, but it looks like something Depeche Mode would put out. I love Depeche Mode, but if you're looking for a metal album and you see this, just a guy standing between some pillars, you look on the back, there's a Ferris wheel. Inside, just some train tracks. As a metalhead, I would not pick this up and say, fuck yeah, this is gonna rock. The only reason I kind of figured it might be worth it is because it's from The End Records. And all my experiences with albums from The End, really, really good. Or at least interesting. Now, I had to write it down because they didn't even put a list of the band members in here. There's very few credits, no booklet. And like I said, that is one huge complaint with this. I cannot stand when it feels like bands didn't put any thought into their packaging whatsoever. But I think this has a good reason, which I'll get to in a minute. If you do get a chance to check this out, the singer, Darren South. Personally, I feel like he sounds a lot like Maynard James Keenan from Tool. Not exact, but when you listen to him sing, there's just something in his voice that immediately screams Tool. Not that he's a Tool, but the band Tool. And it's really cool because you get a chance to almost hear what Maynard would sound like when backed by a full-on metal band. The guitarist, from what I saw, he ended up replacing one of the guys from Five Finger Death Punch, and that should really tell you how talented these guys are. Because, love them or hate them, Five Finger are a very talented band. Very skilled, but lyrics can be kind of shit. I'll talk about that in another video, though. So my guess as to why the packaging isn't really that interesting or special, this was released in 2013, and from what I read, that's the year they broke up. And I think it was the singer that released a statement saying essentially they were broke. They were really hoping that after each album, like every band, the audience would grow. It would finally start to become worth it. And I found pictures of them playing festivals, so their name was getting out there. But from what he said, they were spending more money touring than they were bringing in. At best, they were breaking even. And sadly, that's kind of the case for a lot of bands nowadays. So I kind of get why they broke up. I think it sucks, but such is the music business. Now, if you want to go check this out, I'm sure you can find some of the stuff on YouTube. I think they may even have it on Spotify. Start with the first song, Demons. Demons and Evolve Become. Perfect. The rest of the songs are good. Honestly, there's not a bad song on here. There's some that are a little more forgettable than the rest. But yeah, Demons is where it's at. And I think Evolve Become was even the single for this album. Both songs have fantastic hooks. I love the lyrics in this. And I gotta tell you, going from listening to Jeff Hardy's album to this, it's like night and day. I mean, every song really feels thought out. The lyrics tend to focus on like internal struggles, and some of the songs even feel like they're cries for change in the world. Specifically, The City is Crying, where they repeat the word London about 4 times in the chorus. Demons and Evolve Become. Check those out. I promise after one listen of Demons, you will be humming the chorus to yourself. Now, I don't know if it's available on Amazon. I didn't check. But if you can find a copy, pick it up. Honestly, I think I'm going to go check out the rest of the stuff from this band. They're that good. Now, something like this, something that's a little harder to find, I can understand why you'd have to go on Amazon to buy it. But, of course, I do like to end these videos by always reminding everyone, if you're going to be buying physical media, and I see that it's becoming more and more of a thing, go to your local stores. I live in Northeast Florida, outside of Jacksonville, and there must be 8 or 9 fantastic CD shops that I love to frequent. Keeping those stores alive is important to our culture. And I will stand by that till the day I die. If you agree or disagree with this little review, definitely let me know. If you've listened to stuff from this band before and you could recommend some more songs or another album to check out, I know that this is the 4th one, and again, the last one they did. Let me know. I want to know where to go next from here. But again, that is Sacred Mother Tongue, Out of the Darkness. Support local music. Support bands in general. If we don't do that, new bands die off, and then we're stuck with shit. And if you disagree with anything I said, I get it. I'm one guy. I have my own personal taste. You don't have to agree. That's the beauty of music. We don't have to agree on the specifics, but we can all agree that music is beautiful, and music is one language that we all around the world can speak.